Hi, Dan from Eflowtion Support Services here, and welcome to this EFT tapping on innuendo. Innuendo can be described as having a hidden or indirect comment or message towards a person. So let's do an EFT tapping on innuendo. So taking full responsibility for our well-being, and let's go with that flow, and let's begin to tap. Even though there is a person in my life that I'm trying to communicate with, and my method of communication may be subtle and indirect, and they might not get my meaning, or they may misinterpret what I'm trying to say. And I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though there is something about this person that I'm trying to communicate my needs and wants, and I'm doing it in an indirect way. And I'm sending indirect messages that are interpreting in the wrong way, or maybe in the way that I want them to. And I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. I have some wants and needs. I have some concerns to express. And my method of communication may be through innuendo and comments that aren't direct. And I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. There is a person in my life, and this person I'm trying to communicate with. And I'm not communicating in a direct way, because there is something about this person I'm not sure of, or I have fear of. So I subtly do my way of communicating with innuendo in these subtle, indirect ways, hoping they'll get the hint and understand my wants and needs. Understand what I'm trying to say in this very indirect way, and how it's being received may not be getting the message that I desire of my wants and needs. It may be seen as disrespectful. It may be seen as misinterpreted. And me trying to have my voice may be misinterpreted by the way I'm interpreting my wants and needs. And people might get frustrated at me because how I'm choosing to express myself is not really being heard, and how I'm being interpreted is through subtle means. So I have to ask myself, what is it about this person that I can't be direct with, that I can't be respectfully direct with, to communicate my wants and needs? Because I definitely have some wants and needs. I need some attention towards my wants and needs, and how I'm choosing to get this attention, how I'm choosing to get this resolution, is through indirect messages, through innuendo and comments. And what is it about this person? Is there something I don't like about this person? And I'm trying to express this dislike. And my dislike might be warranted. It might be valued. But I don't know how to express this in a constructive way, in a resolving way, where the person doesn't burn bridges with me, but wants to build bridges of better communication. So I'm heard and actually understood. And if I'm understood, then I can seek resolution for if I dislike something. And that dislike may not be at the other person, but something within myself that I don't like. And it's not resonating well for me. And I'm not sure how to express this. And I tend to suppress this. And when it comes time to communication, it might come out in a bit of passive aggressiveness. I would love to be passive, but any act of aggression is that in itself an outward act or an inward act. And I don't like to be treated with aggression. I like a bit of passiveness in my life. To be passive, but I don't like aggression. And if my method of communication is perceived as this, I might get some feedback that I might not like, and may even reinforce my dislike of not having my wants and needs heard. And there are probably times in my life where I was not allowed to be heard. I was shut down. I was cut down to size. And what I learned, I taught to myself of how to express myself. And there might be other people in life who do express themselves and are received well. And I might not like this because I want this. And there's a part of me that respects this. But with passive aggressive, my method of communication is through disrespect. To grab that attention, to learn different ways, in not so good ways, of how I express myself. And I'm open to learning other ways to helpfully express myself, to be more direct, to know my emotions and how I want to direct my emotions in a respectful way towards others and in a respectful way to myself. So my wants and needs are heard, both from myself and from others. I can bring in constructive criticism, or I can bring in destructive criticism to myself and others. And it doesn't feel good to have that. And it doesn't feel good to receive that. And I have to ask myself, do I want to perpetrate that even more? I want to build better bridges of communication between myself and the other person, to bring in resolution for my problems, to know if it's my problem or the other person's problem. And if it's my problem, that's okay. There is nothing wrong or blameful about that. I know now what I have to deal with, what to get better with, how to navigate my life a bit more, how to conduct myself in a better way. It's a beautiful learning experience. And if someone else has hurt me, and I want to express that they've hurt me, I can do so in a healthy, direct way. in a respectful, direct way. Because if I truly care about this person, I want to keep those lines of communications open. That two-way lane across this bridge, rather than this destroying that bridge. Healthy, open communication. Healthy, open mind and body. Healthily opening my way of being, of expressing myself, and not suppressing myself with passiveness that's keeping a blanket on some aggression. And if I have aggression, I can tend to this so that my expression doesn't cause harm to myself and doesn't cause harm to others. This healthy communication, this healthy relationship with others, this healthy relationship with myself, this direct communication with others, and this direct communication with myself, this respectful communication with others, and this respectful connection with myself. I'm open to learning new ways, keeping both ways open, and building a better foundation within myself that I might have learnt from faulty foundational teachings. I'm giving love to myself in mind, body, and spirit, and taking a full breath in and out. So yes, innuendo. Sometimes when we try to express ourselves, we come across struggles and blocks, and we find indirect ways of doing that. But in any form of relationship, communication is key. So turning that key and finding better ways behind that that limiting belief that we don't have to be direct, that we have to be indirect, might build a two-way relationship between not only yourself but others and form a better relationship. So I'm Dan from Eflowtion Support Services. I offer EFT tapping one-on-one, so if you're interested, check out Eflowtion Support Services website, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.